Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with some more videos, especially if you love makeup reviews, demos, tutorials, and especially affordable makeup tutorials, reviews, demos, and more. Because today I wanted to do another look, a full face of makeup using products $10 or less. I did a previous video using a full face of products, $10 or less, and I think I've even done, was it a $5 or $6 one? I'll link those down below in case you guys love these videos because there are definitely some awesome products from the drugstore. I have a bunch of favorites and a lot of them are affordable products. I love me some high-end. I love me Sephora. I love that other side of Ulta. You know, Ulta's got two sides. It's got the, I can just throw it in the bag, my drugstore affordable side. And then it's like, well, I've saved up for this treat yourself side. I mean, it's always a treat yourself side, whether it's drugstore or high-end. But I want to introduce to you some of you guys who maybe haven't tried these products. If you don't watch my channel, maybe you're not familiar, but these you totally need to try out. For my lids, I definitely brought back out my Profusion's Pro Pigment palette. I got mine at Target. Probably find these at like a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx, but this is only $10 for all of these shades, and I've got to say I like how this eye look came out. So if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I've already gone ahead and done this side just to keep it moving a little bit quicker. And honestly, I'm not sure if I want to do like a wing liner. I might just do like a little line. I kind of like how like dainty and fairy-like these like colors look, very ethereal. So I'm going to go in for my base. I went in with my COVERGIRL TRUBLEND Concealer. And this is probably the maxed price, $10. So we're just going to go ahead and use this. Slather it around our eye, and this is going to be our base. The palette that we're going to use is the Profusion Pro Pigment palette, but I wish they had like something, well, I mean, it is a cooler toned palette, so you can totally go in with the shade Fling as like a nice transition shade. But what I'm actually going to use is the bronzer that I'm going to use, which just save some money there as well. So I'm going to take the E.L.F. This is their primer infused bronzer, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that as like my transition shade. So feel free to use a bronzer, a blush, whatever you're using, so you don't have to use an additional product. I just kind of want, like, you know, some warm brown in there, some warmth, so it's not like totally cool. I feel like that one shade, I don't know, can make it look a little bit muddy depending what you're going for, but this is just maybe just a little bit safer. You probably don't even have to go in with this, but I don't know, it just adds a little bit extra, helps diffuse the color even more. So just gonna add that, just blend it out. Next I'm going to go in with the shade Disco, and this is going to go right on top of what I use the bronzer for, but right underneath. And this, I'm just going to tap on the edge, and I'm just going to bring that in. And then just kind of build this color up to the consistency that I want. So just it's going to, then we're going to put another shade right underneath to create a little bit of dimension. You can also leave it, but you know, come on, we're all about that dimension here. I'm just back and forth and kind of like doing little circular motions as I kind of move back and forth. So you're just lightly kind of blending everything. Take your time. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Devoted, and this is the Sigma E25, and this is going to go directly onto my crease. And this, I'm just going to try to find that crease, and I'm going to place that right there. And like this is just like a shade darker like than the other color, so it just transitions so well and like creates like that nice little socket of your eye. So I definitely try to go just above, a little bit higher to kind of cheat, make it look like I have more lid space, or even for those of you define your lid space too. And then bring it in, and then just build that color and that intensity up. Like if you love a sharp crease, show you how you can define that even more. I feel like to really like kind of define that crease, I feel like it kind of helps to like stick it where the socket is and kind of look up, so you can really get it up in there, as opposed to if you're going down and working down, because then I feel like you kind of like close up and kind of color in part of like the lid instead, whereas here it's like you're like bringing it up in there. You know, it's just, I feel like you get a nicer crease, nicer definition like this. Don't worry, we're gonna clean this up. Don't worry. Now what we're gonna do is take that COVERGIRL again, and I'm gonna place some on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to take a brush and we're just going to carve out the lid in preparation for whatever shade we're going to put on there. So it just helps it stand out even more. So now you can take some of your setting spray and take my MILANI Make It Last $10 and spray my brush. And the shade that I'm going to dip into is this one right here, is Rush. It's like a really pretty, once again, I feel like it's got like those NARS orgasm vibes. Like, oh, it just looks so pretty on the lid. Like, it's not just peachy. Like, it got some pinks. It's really pretty. That is nice. I feel like, honestly, any of these lid shades would look so nice with this type of a base. It just depends what kind of vibe you're going for. But, ooh, ooh, look at that. I'm feeling this vibe so much. Like, last time I think I went with like something like Poppy. You can totally do this frosting shade, a gold. This was my favorite. One of these like peachier ones is Dark Plum. Alright, so I'm taking a little bit more of that Devoted shade, and I'm just taking a smaller brush. This is my EBH, whatever one of these comes in those palettes. And I'm just kind of defining that Devoted shade. I'm kind of blending it in with that lid shade. You can even go in with like a darker brown if you want to smoke it out, but I feel like this like plum is like just like what I'm going for. I'm not going to totally like smoke. This is why we do eyeshadow before foundation. However, if you're neat, nice and neat, which I am not, you can do your foundation and everything and then your eyeshadow, but we are not neat. For my primer, I'm going to go ahead and use the E.L.F. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I mentioned this in my E.L.F. favorites if you guys have not watched it. Actually, today we're just going to do this all over the face. We're not going to be high maintenance and use 2 different primers because we just need one. But I also really do like to use the Poreless Putty Primer for like right here for those pores. You know, we want to be extra fancy. But this works nice and tacky so that your foundation grips on. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and pop on my lashes. The liner is going to be really simple. It's just going to be a little line. So we're just going to pop on the lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just did a simple, just little line, especially since I was going to add lashes. I have my Ardell Wispies. We don't do Demi. I can't remember the last time I wore Demi, just because I had them, that was it. These are the Wispies. If you want to step it up a notch, for me, this is just very low-key. For those of you who are not comfortable with lashes, this is a great beginner lash. I love the band. But basically, I want to do that line just to kind of cover the lash band there. So the primer has a set, and honestly, I was having the hardest time what foundation to pick because this is $10 and under. And of course, if you've been watching my channel, my latest obsession is not $10 and under, but it's like 12 or 13 depending where you buy it. Close, if maybe you get it at Target, $11. The Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. It's not $10 and under, so I was like, ooh, which one should I use? I was maybe going to use the Milani, but I know before that I used that one a lot. So I was like, I haven't used this one in a while. This is a Hard Candy Glamouflage. This is their full coverage foundation. And when I bought this, I was also obsessed with it. Hopefully it's my color though. We'll see. If not, we'll like bronze it up because I bought this before the summer and before I tan. But if you guys have not tried this one, this is what, $6 at Walmart? I was so impressed. If you love some full coverage, you're going to love this foundation. So I'm just going to go in with my Morphe Beauty sponge. We're just going to blend that out. Yeah, it's kind of light. It's cool. We got bronzer. It's all good. It's all good. Just blending that out. Oh my god, I was pale. I should have used the Milani. Oh well. So this is what you're gonna do in case it's the summertime and you use a foundation that's too light. Don't worry. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna fix it. First world problems. Your foundation shade is not your summer shade. Or it's like, that's a problem I've always had. Oh my god. It looks lighter on camera, I swear, but no, it's still pretty light. I feel like sometimes whenever I want to try a new foundation, and especially if it's around the summertime, all those summer releases, it's always so hard which shade to find. Because sometimes I'm like, okay, if it's drugstore, it's okay. I can totally just, you know, buy my regular shade when I run out of it. But if it's high end, I'm like, girl, we're gonna find something in between. Or if it's too dark, it's too dark. Oh my god, that's too light. Damn, that's how much I've tanned. Holy crap, I am light. Holy shit. I'm gonna wear a t-shirt. It's not so bad. It does oxidize a little bit, but man, the difference. So if you're wondering if I tanned. So I was looking for like a cream contour stick in case this happens to you. You can totally just go in with regular bronzer, but in order for it to look just a little bit more natural, I feel like just a cream that kind of blends in. My MILANI contour and highlight stick is $10.99. So it's not exactly $10. But I was just talking about one of my favorites from E.L.F. is their cream contour palette. They've got 3 different shades to kind of play with. So I'm going to use it just to kind of warm up around my face. Let's go with this guy right here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Just, which one did I use? Did I go with this guy? I'll find out. Some natural warmth. And I usually like to go in with a dual fiber brush just to kind of blend that out, or you can just use straight your beauty blender. You can add some setting spray to like just so you look much better. A little bit more natural. Bonus, this is the did I F up on my color shade tutorial. Here's how to fix it. Much better. Doesn't look as like, and we'll fix it with bronzer. Or if you're not into powder bronzer, this is a great way to fix it too. Ooh. Next, I can just go in and fill in my brows really quickly, and I'll be right back because nobody wants to see that. It takes forever and a half. So I'm using my current favorite Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Pencil, also in my favorite Maybelline products video. I'll link it down below if you haven't checked it out, but it's $7. Mine is in the shade Soft Brown, in case you guys have not seen my full-on review and demo. Looking much better already. Every time you put on the brows, it just turns the look completely. So next, I'm going to go in and take my E.L.F. Primer Infused Bronzer. I used it again yesterday, and honestly, I feel like I just love it even more with this E.L.F. Precisely Airbrush brush. I keep forgetting what it's called. I'll link it down below, but oh my god, I just love it so much, even more with this airbrush brush. Because I have a couple of these. It's definitely one of the thinnest, smallest, but it's so nice. Oof, yeah. All right, see, look. We're doing good. I like the color. This one is in the shade Forever Sunkissed. Make sure, if you're like me and you tanned, you get that top part of your head that's really white. Ugh, I love this color. Yeah, I feel like I've been loving this bronzer the more that I use it. And it's only $6. And this brush is only $10. For my blush, I thought I'd mix it up and go with the LA Girl Just a Natural blush. Peachy, of course. So we're not mixing it up too much, but it's peachy. And I'm using my $6 Target brush. Ooh, love that lid shade. No additional product, I'm just blending everything together, especially that bronzer. Going back into the palette, I'm just going to take that shade Devoted, the one that we have right onto the crease. I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. For my highlight, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlight in the shade Precious Petals. I need like a NARS Orgasm dupe highlight. Actually, I did have that. Oops, a whale. Ooh. I haven't used this one in a while. $5, please and thank you. You can get 2 different colors for $10 or less if you got a sale. Deals and steals. Let's go in with the shade Lively. It's almost like a lighter version. No, Dizzy, sorry. It's almost like a lighter version of Rush that I have on my lid. Ooh, it's like a nice pop. Totally could have used the highlight as well. Do as you please. Ooh, that's nice. Geez, Profusion. This palette is only $10. And I've done a couple of tutorials on this, and people are like, oh my god, I found it at Marshall's for like $6, $7, $4. Target Cartwheel for like $6. They save $3. Like, it's, yeah, you can totally get this for even cheaper than $10. Freaking love this palette. And I have this one, the Pro Pigment. There's the Siennas, love that one, and the Infatuation. Then they have their smaller ones for $5. All right, I thought I had a lipstick picked out, but it's definitely more on the burgundy. So I'm gonna decide light or dark, light or dark. I'll be right back. All right, so I was having a debate. Should I go light? Should I go dark? I feel like you could totally go any way with this look. I feel like it's flirty and soft enough to even like a vampy lip will look beautiful, or you can definitely go more the like nudie lip route. I'm gonna go the nudie lip route. But if you would go vampy, if you would go darker, bolder even, what lipstick would you choose? So my combo today, I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Keep It Spicy lip liner. Today's concoction. For my lipstick, I'm going to take the MILANI Bold Matte in the shade I Am Smart, which is like a nice peachy shade. This one, I was like, okay, I want a little bit more color because then we're going to mix it up with the lip gloss. For the gloss, I'm going to take the MILANI Amore Shine in the shade Delight. It's kind of got like the same type of, what would you call it, like iridescence, like the lid does. Like, it's not just one color, it kind of like magnifies different colors. Without gloss, totally looks nice, but it just adds a little something something. It's like a nice little glaze even. I do need to get, there's a I think it's a lip plumping gloss by MILANI that looks very much like that NARS, their like tinted oil, they're like Orgasm, and I can't stop. Love it. So this is a completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I totally have fun playing and bringing out again the Profusion's Pro Pigment palette, but then also creating this look using products $10 or less. It's possible. Just find those hidden gems from the drugstore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more of these full face using products $10 or less, or we can do $5 or less. We can do $7. I'm up to the challenge. What do you guys want to see? But once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.